just watching that and like tearing. I'd be like, oh my God.
Paris in the rain.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, no way.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Daebak Show. I'm your host Eric Nam and I'm so excited that you're back for a great episode with some incredible artists. This week we're joined by Jake and Jay of Enhypen and we talk about a lot of things, but before we do that, I do have to let you know something. Two things. One, I have a new song. It's called Don't Leave Yet. It's out August 12th. It is a banger. It is a freaking banger with a bangin' bus song and music video, and it's amazing. So please check it out and please download it and listen to it and stream it and tell all your friends, and look out for the TikTok dance challenges that are going to be all over the internet where I try to dance my own song challenge, and it's not the easiest thing. But anyways, that's the first thing. Second thing, I'm going on tour. We're doing about 80 shows all around the world. We're hitting almost every continent. We're doing so many shows, and I'm probably going to be in a city or a state or a country near you. So please come hang out. We're doing the full thing, the live band, the dancers, the new music, the everything, the lights, the camera, the action, the all of it. You can get tickets at ericnam.com. Tickets moving fast. Some of the tickets are already sold out, so please be sure to go get your tickets fast. Now, album is out September 8th. It is a banger. There are songs by me. They're all by me, but with friends like Han and O Wonder and other wonderful people. So pre-order it at ericnam.com, and I'll see you guys on tour. Now, enjoy this episode with some really, really fantabulous guys, Jake and Jay of Enhypen. And yeah, welcome to the Daebak Show, brought to you this week by Mindset by Dive Studios. Enjoy the show!
I'm Vernon of 17.
Hi, I'm JB of GOT7.
I'm Soyeon of G-Idol.
This is DPR Ian.
I'm Mingyu of 17.
I'm Joshua of 17.
I'm Eric Nam.
This is Tableau.
My name is Minnie.
세븐틴의 원우입니다.
My name is Keshi.
My name's Catriona.
My name is Woo-sung.
I'm DK of 17.
This is Amine.
This is DPR Live.
My name is Black.
I'm Julia Michaels.
My name is Summer.
And welcome to My Mindset.
It's the Daebak Show. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Daebak Show. Today, I am joined by two incredibly talented, incredibly handsome young men. They're from a group that you've probably heard of, that you're probably a fan of, and I'm a fan of them as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big, warm, round welcome to Jay and Jake of Enhypen. Woo!
Hey. Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, 인사 한번 부탁드립니다.
오케이, 이거 내가 해볼까요? 사실 제가 리더가 하는데
할
때마다 좀 버벅대는데. Okay, yeah, try your best. 1, 2, connect. Hello, we are Enhypen.
Come here we get some. 남겨줘 on my name. 네가
Yeah.
Well, guys, welcome to the show. I'm very excited to have you guys here. I'm excited to meet you in person, both of you.
Yeah.
Last time we met was over the internet.
Yeah.
On like a Zoom call.
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years
already.
ago.
Yeah.
Already.
Time flies. Because that was soon after you had debuted, right?
Yeah, just after we debuted.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot has happened since you debuted.
Yeah.
And we're meeting for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I heard you're very nervous about coming on the show.
Yeah.
Why are you so nervous?
Yeah, the fact I didn't have any chance to use English well in Korea when it came to Korea because I didn't have any friends or some person to use English a lot. So yeah, I was so a bit nervous for today.
But it's great. You sound great. Really. When did you move to Korea, or like were you born in the States and then you moved here, or how did that work?
Yeah, I was born in the States, exactly Seattle, and I moved to Korea when I was about 9 or 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so 10 years in the States and 12 years in Korea.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so like a little over half of your life here in Korea. So yeah, naturally, if you don't practice, language kind of goes away.
I felt that.
But how? I guess, do you go back to Seattle often? Do you have any friends in Seattle still, or?
I didn't have any friends, but some of my families are still living there. So
okay.
yeah, Actually, almost all of my families from my father's way, are almost in the States.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Got
they're
it.
all in this.
Yeah.
Nice. Jay, how about you? Is your family still in Australia or are they here?
So for me, it was like completely opposite
Uh-huh.
of Jay. So I was
Yeah,
born
yeah.
in Korea,
Okay.
but I moved to Australia when I was like 8, I think.
Right.
So yeah, I lived there until like 4 years ago to
Okay.
become a trainee, and I moved to Korea.
Yeah.
Well, all things considered, your English is pretty good.
Yeah, thank you.
And I also have to say, there are a lot of great musicians from Seattle in Korea as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's Jay Park.
Yeah.
There's Sam Kim.
All right.
I don't know who else, but and then there's you.
That's plenty.
Three's a lot.
Yeah.
Atlanta has
true.
very few, so
Yeah.
I'm really just like grabbing for it. But okay, I know this is a very big, broad question, but since I saw you last almost 2 years ago,
Yeah.
a lot has changed.
Yeah.
How have you guys been recently?
Wow. So we just finished our promotion for our 4th mini album, Dark Blood, and now we're preparing for our tour, which is starting next week in Seoul.
Our second tour.
Yeah, our second tour.
Second
Fate,
world
yeah.
tour.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exciting.
And end of last year, we did our first tour, which was in Korea, Japan, and America,
Okay.
and all the Asia.
Yeah.
Okay,
countries,
so
yeah.
how many shows? Probably like what, 20 shows or so then?
22 or 3?
22, yeah.
Nice.
I remember.
Well, what can you share with us about your second world tour, Fate? And why is it called Fate?
Fate.
Fate.
Take your
Fate.
time.
All right. So the reason why it's called Fate is because, it's our second time meeting our fans all over the world. And it's sort of like destiny. And it's sort of like fate. Like the first time we met, we couldn't really see each other in person because of Corona.
Right.
But now that it's over, we can go all around the world, travel around the world and meet a lot of fans. And I think that's why it's called Fate.
called Fate.
I'm not...
You know what? That was a great
That's my
response.
response,
That's
yeah.
what the response is going to be. So,
If you think that's real.
Yeah, that's my...
Yeah, that's true.
were there any so this is your second world tour. On your first one, this is probably, so it was your first world tour, probably your first time performing in front of thousands and thousands of people because you guys debuted in the middle of COVID.
Yeah.
So it was probably a big transition to suddenly be performing for so many people. What was that like for you guys?
Wow, I remember first time we performed and the crowd was like cheering really loudly. And after the show, we couldn't really hear ourselves. I remember when we took our in-ear and it was like really buzzing. And the sound was so loud. It was crazy.
I'm going to tell you now, you got to protect your ears.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I felt that.
You got,
after
I have
that show.
tinnitus. Was it 이명이라고 하나? I remember, I think I was like, when I got into my late 20s, it got really bad. And so every night, 잠을 못 잘 정도로.
익명.
Yeah.
Wow.
So every night it was like, I would sleep in bed and I'm like, 삐! And I was like, 너무 스트레스 받는 거야.
Yeah.
So and I was like, 진짜 녹음할 때도 when I record, I have to keep my volume down.
Yeah,
when
as well
I
as
perform,
possible. Yeah,
keep it
yeah.
down. But nobody tells you that until it's too late. You're like,
Exactly.
Yeah,
Gosh.
true.
So be sure to protect your ears.
That's a good tip. That's a good tip.
Jay, how about you? What was like a big surprise for you, or like what was really, 인상 깊었던 thing of your first tour?
All of our fans has that phenomenal energy, and it was so big to us. So
Yeah.
I think that made us finish that tour. So
Yeah.
we're still really thankful for that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think it's, as performers, like nothing, like the energy that the crowd gives you is so important.
Yeah.
Mindset provides mental health support through storytelling and daily mindfulness practices. Rooted in the power of shared experiences, Mindset provides intimate stories from some of your favorite artists and public figures, fostering a sense of community and shared understanding. Mindset is all about helping others feel less alone in their struggles. We want you to feel heard, seen, and understood. Download the Mindset app today and join the community. Give it a shot and try it free today. But what can people expect from obviously great performances? Are you doing like solo mude and all that stuff? Are you guys preparing all that?
All I want to say is that it's going to be a lot different from our last one, which is very important. And we always kept that in mind when we were practicing as well.
Yeah.
Because, so we're going to have like group unit mude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of new performances.
Yeah.
And we're going to, and even our old songs like 병곡
Oh,
They're like,
new
yeah,
arrangements.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
right.
gonna be different in a
Okay.
good way. Yeah.
Yeah, in a good way.
Yeah.
That's the point.
I hope so, in a good way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in a good
yeah,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
How are the units split up this time?
Yeah,
We don't have a unit song in album.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
right.
gonna be our like original songs split
Yeah.
in half, sort
Got
of.
it.
So
Like-
it's gonna be.
like kind of the acoustic time in the playlist. So,
Mm.
I was really into guitar these days. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, it's my first time doing the acoustic guitar in the tour
Nice.
this time.
He does it.
And
Are you
on
playing?
stage,
too?
yeah, yeah,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of what you're playing or listening to these days, what are you guys listening to these days? Obviously, you're listening to your album,
Mm.
but what's inspiring you musically?
For me, Post Malone.
Post Malone.
His
Did you hear the
album's
new
coming
song?
out. Yeah.
What'd you think?
Overdrive
Yeah.
and Morning. It's all so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love his like vibe.
Okay.
So,
Is there anything particular? It's just like the way that he sings, like the instruments, everything. Like,
I feel like his voice
Mm.
is like kind of raw,
mm,
but it's like really good to it's like easy listening.
got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and it's like melodies are really good. I feel like.
All right.
What,
Very
what about
fair.
you? I'm really curious.
Ooh, what am I listening? Well, right now
Right now, yeah.
I have Jungkook 7 stuck in my head.
All right.
It's just stuck. Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday,
Every day.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'm
so
like,
good.
it needs to stop,
It's so good.
but
Yeah.
it's stuck.
It's so yeah. It's
So
so,
unbelievable song.
But that's like the one that I like can't. And then there's this other song that not a lot of people know. Or there's this girl, Olivia Dean. She's British.
Dean.
She has this song called Dive that I'm
Dive.
currently obsessed with. Oh, Dive Studio.
Dive.
That's
Yeah.
right here.
But it's so good. But I highly recommend
Olivia Dean.
Fine.
Olivia Dean. She's British.
Yeah, I'll have a listen.
How about you? What do you listen to?
We're really into just one band in Gongis. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're when we finish all the work in today
Mhm.
in the day, when we go to home it's kind of tired, so
Mhm.
we try to make our tensions right. So we listen to AC/DC when
Yeah,
we,
yeah.
AC/DC?
Yeah.
I mean,
In a
we
car.
always play it as loud
Yeah.
as we can through the
Yeah.
speakers at
Ah.
our
And
always do
practice.
like,
when we
yeah.
practice, yeah.
That's a very interesting choice. Why ACDC? Because I feel like not a lot of people your age know ACDC.
True, but I feel like everyone at our age knows the song.
yeah,
Like if they hear it,
because
Okay.
I feel like they can all sing along.
yeah,
Okay.
Even
because
if
yeah.
they don't know ACDC.
Okay. All
You know
right.
what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Maybe. I don't know.
Fair.
Maybe.
ACDC.
Everyone watched Iron Man. So
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
always
So
comes up.
I
Yeah,
think almost
true, true.
everyone would
Yeah.
know them.
Well, I guess like growing up, who did you guys always want to be musicians or performers?
Yeah.
Or like what really inspired you to become who you are today?
Wow. So for me, I was just in Australia studying, just being a normal high school student.
Yeah.
And one day my mom showed me like a newspaper,
Mhm.
like a newsletter of BTS,
Mhm.
saying that they were the first Korean group to perform at like, I think it was AMAs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was like 2016 or something.
Yeah.
And that really got me into BTS and also just K-pop in
Yeah.
general. And I just started to listen to all the K-pop songs, and then I just wanted to try it out
Mhm.
and did like an open edition.
Yeah.
And then it just
It just happened.
Yeah, I guess.
That's
Just
so I mean, you make it sound so easy.
I mean, that's what I
True,
think.
true.
It's sort of like destiny because
yeah.
Yeah,
I always loved being up on stage and like listening to a lot of music.
Yeah.
But I really never sang or danced before.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like when I started singing and dancing, or like when I started learning singing and dancing, I felt like it was really like 잘 어울려.
It just
Like,
came naturally.
I felt like
That's awesome.
I just knew that I really wanted to do this.
Yeah.
the rest of my
That's
life.
awesome. I remember, I don't know if you remember watching the AMA performance. I think I was watching the AMA performance and I like actually like teared up watching it
Wow. Yeah.
Oh wow.
because it was, and I remember texting the members like, I'm so proud of you
Wow.
guys because
Yeah.
it was the first time I had seen anybody that looks like what we look like as Koreans or
yeah,
as
yeah.
Asians perform at such a level and do it so well and make
Oh,
everybody
right,
like
right.
just like shock everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just remember like at home by myself just watching that and like tearing. I'd be like, oh my God.
So proud.
And I was so proud and so
yeah, yeah.
happy. But I think, those performances obviously inspired so many people, including yourself
Yeah.
and a lot of people around the world. But Jay, what about you? What got you into music and into...
Yeah. Actually, I
this
didn't
life?
have any burning dreams inside me, but I had a street casting.
Oh.
And yeah,
I
the
didn't know
other.
You didn't know
I
this?
didn't know that.
Yeah, not this company, the other, other company. But I just thought there was a good chance, so I just did it with not that any passions or something. So,
Similar to me.
yeah. So, the result was I was out, and then I finally realized that I think I want to do this. So, yeah, I went to some academy, and then I tried to come here to Hype. So,
Again, fate.
yeah,
That's why it's called Fate. Our next tour. Yeah.
This is why the tour is called Fate.
It's all coming together.
But are both your parents very supportive of what you do and encouraging of, I guess, being a K-pop star? Yeah.
Yeah, well, for me, my parents really believed in me because I had to give up everything in Australia to just come to Korea.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that I was gonna make it because it's like there's a low chance of becoming like a K-pop star. Right?
It's a very difficult thing to do. Yeah.
So I'm still really like kind of 궁금해 to my parents because they like, I don't know why they believed in me so much because I never sang and they heard me sing. I heard me sing and I was really bad. But I don't know why they supported me so much, but I'm really thankful.
Because they love you. That's why. What do you mean?
I'm very thankful.
Do you guys remember what song you sang for your audition? First audition.
What was it?
For me, it was "Love Yourself" by Justin Bieber.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty
like
easy
a
song. Yeah.
that's a solid song.
Yeah. Solid song.
How does that go? I used to sing that song so much. Does it feel like the way? Na, 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 then baby, you should go and love yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
If my memory's right, I think it was 어떻게 지내 by Crush.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is like you guys, by the way, congratulations. This last album is your 3rd million seller.
Wow.
Massive.
Thank you.
Wow.
You guys are doing world tours, sold out all around the world. It's all still very new to you guys though, right?
Yeah.
Is it a weird, crazy transition? Are there moments where you're like, is this real life? Or, things when you realize like, wow, we are really popular or we're really doing, big things.
I feel like the moment I realized that there was a lot of people supporting us is when we did our first tour last year.
Yeah.
And we sold out I think all of the shows.
Yeah.
And when we got there was like all the people are just cheering so passionately and like they were so supportive. I think that's when I realized that there's a lot of people just looking up to me, sort of kind of like. It was also a little bit of 부담감 as well, but in a good way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's when I realized.
Got it. On tour. Have you had a moment, maybe during even your audition program, where it was like, I think I want to give up? Have you had those moments yet? Or like when things get really tough?
Give up.
Or is it just like, we're fine, we're good, just keep going? Well, man, it's fine. It's all good. But if you think of one. But how about you? Do you have anything? I mean, I think it's hard also just because like you left everything in Australia.
I mean,
to come here.
I didn't really have the option to give up, really, because I don't know, but my parents always tells me to don't, 몰입 너무 하지 말라고.
Yeah.
Because like if you fail or if it doesn't go as planned, I'm the type of person to really just break. Because I don't know. But so my mom always tells me to don't overthink it, don't get too deep into it. So I always try to just enjoy it, kind of. and just keep it light.
Yeah.
But also try my best because
That's fair. That's all you can really do.
that's really what my parents tells me every day. So yeah,
That's great.
Good mommy.
Yeah, good mom and
yeah,
dad.
shout out.
That's awesome. First of all, I guess, what were your first impressions of each other between the two of you? 첫인상 between the two of you.
Wow.
The first time when we talked to each other, or just
because
when we just
when we did our training, we weren't allowed to talk to anyone.
yeah.
It was like the program
Yeah.
was built to.
It was like
So-
isolated, right?
Yeah. It was all one person at a time, and it was because they had to film the first time we met and first time we talked.
Meeting every
So
day,
we
but
couldn't
we
really
can't
talk.
talk.
We could only say hi to each other.
Yeah.
Just like yeah.
Yeah, about 1 year, or almost 1 year. So
Yeah.
the first time when we talked to each other, you're talking about
Or just first time when we
or
saw each other. I have a really strong impression
Oh,
of him.
I don't know.
Yeah, me
What is
too.
your first, when your strong impression? Was that the first time you saw him?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, well, your first time you saw each other, what was that impression?
So he
Saw each other,
always had his hair tied up
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
back.
Okay.
because it was too long.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah,
band
and he
bun?
Yeah.
wore like a headband really often.
Mm.
And he always had like big glasses.
Yeah.
I know he was always in a rush. Sort
Oh.
of like he was just walking around like that. Like Papa-san.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was funny.
Yeah, definitely.
The weird thing
but
is,
he
it's cool.
agrees. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it's
cool,
cool.
but he's yeah.
Okay, then when you talked to him for the first time, what was your impression?
Wow. He was really talkative.
Oh, really?
Fast. Yeah.
Okay.
He talks a lot. Still talks a lot.
Yeah, still talk a
But
lot.
I know he's always kind of making the whole room like 밝게, sort
Brighter,
of a
yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's always talking.
분위기 maker.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Swingy Michael, yeah.
Jay, what was your first impression of Jake?
The first impression when I just saw him was, he touches his hair too much.
I had long hair as well.
Yeah.
So I always
So,
flipped it back.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a habit.
인사할 때 한 번, 들어갈 때 한 번, 갈 때 한 번. Yeah, kind of that. It was. Oh yeah. I think he looks uncomfortable with
Well,
his
you
hair.
feel so.
With his hair, so
First
Yeah.
impression.
And
Okay,
I
and then when you
remember- yeah. And because first time I came to Korea, I got in a lot of trouble because I didn't bow when I said hello.
Yeah.
all right.
And so I always kind of kept my eyes on the person. I was like, and I always got in trouble for that.
Me too. I was always
Now
in
it's like-
trouble.
I'm used to it.
Right.
Right.
What about the first time you talked to him? What was that like?
Talk to him.
궁금하다.
Talk to him. Yeah. It was at the square one stage, right?
The
first
very
time.
first
Yeah.
stage we did.
Yeah, me, you, and
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
right there. Yeah. Very exciting. He looked very excited because
I was excited.
Yeah.
You're very eager.
very
'Cause-
excited, just
yeah.
like a
I
little
kn-
puppy with some
Like-
person.
I was very excited to talk to people.
Oh, yeah?
I was alone.
Yeah, everyone
Didn't
would,
have
would be
any-
that.
Right, because you guys were just isolated for a long time.
Yeah,
For like 10 months or 9 months.
Yeah.
What does that do to you mentally when you're that isolated?
I remember, I'd never said this before, but I remember the second day, it was Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
And I had like 10 or like 12 hours of practice, like Kenyans, which is like just in a room. It's like it's like size of this carpet. It's like half of this carpet, right?
yeah.
And I was just sitting there, and because I didn't learn anything, like I had nothing to practice. Like
Okay.
they didn't tell me what to practice. So
Uh-huh.
I remember taking a picture of me just lying there and just sending it to my parents saying that I don't think this is for me. Like, I think I can do this 'cause-
right. Definitely.
Yeah, it was. I
Yeah.
remember it was Tuesday, and I had one lesson, which was like one dance lesson, I think, the day before.
Yeah.
But it was like just kibongi, so I couldn't really.
up, down,
That was
막
like
그런 거.
한개,
Yeah.
because I could do that for like 2 hours maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
But like the 8 hours that I had left to like nothing to do, sort of. So
yeah, that's not normal.
I remember, yeah,
Just going,
that was really hard.
starting to go mad.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh man.
That was hard.
That's tough.
Sounds hard.
Mm.
It's hard. That
Yeah.
stuff is hard. I can't.